One, two, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Local Youth Worker, a podcast brought to you by Reformed Youth Ministries. I'm your host, John Parrott. I know it has been quite a while since we have posted anything on the podcast. Episode 291 was the last episode to air, and that was all the way back in November. So thanks to those of you who are still around, still checking this out. We'll see if anyone actually listens to it anymore. But today I just kind of wanted to update you on some things, let you know about the season 5 theme and what we hope to discuss on this podcast, and let you know about some other ministry related things. So partially for the delay, this past January, RYM had partnered with Reformed Theological Seminary in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was able to teach a youth and family ministry class. That was a blast. The class was great. The students in there just made the class a whole lot of fun. That was the first time I'd had an opportunity to teach. It was an intensive class, so it was from Monday to Friday, all day long, from 9 in the morning until about 3:30 in the afternoon. So that just took a lot of planning prior to and then during that week. So all that to say, that's delayed season 5 of this podcast airing. Anyway, we hope to get this back up. We want to have this, somewhat consistent until the summer months when our summer conferences start. But with us being at, episode 291, so season 5 will be episode 292. Obviously, that's getting us close to 300. What we're talking as a staff of, okay, what should we do for episode 300? It seems like, it's a pretty significant milestone. Maybe we should have something special. So we'll keep you updated on that. But for these, episodes 292 to 299, we're going to have a little mini series, I guess you could say, on just relationships in ministry. I want to talk to couples that are married. I want to talk to single people in ministry. I want to talk to those who have even kind of semi-retired. I've talked to Joe Novenson, and he's agreed to come on the podcast. So we'll get him soon. But just kind of getting some people at different seasons of ministry life and kind of reflecting on that, discussing some of the unique challenges of a married couple, for example, doing ministry in a local church, and then of those who are single doing ministry in a local church, and some of their unique struggles and challenges and all of that. So those will be the episodes 292 to 299. Again, reaching out to different people, sharing some of those perspectives, and then 300 hopefully will be something unique. We've got to come up with some idea. We've got some ideas already, but if those of you who know me or go to rym.org, you can look up my contact information. You can send me some thoughts of maybe what we should do. So letting you know that, and then kind of post episode 300, we have some ideas as well. So I'll share that with you later. As far as just kind of the ministry as a whole, we had RYM's youth leader training this past January. And it was excellent, as always. I know I'm on staff and can be somewhat biased, but it really was a deeply encouraging time. Scotty Smith preached in the evenings, and it was great to hear some of his story. And you can check that out at our website. If you go to rym.org, I think if you go to the training tab, you'll be able to find some of the audio there. So you can check that out. Just should be able to find it there. But other elective speakers that were excellent. All their audio should be up as well. And we're getting ready now as a staff to have our Northeast Conference, which is in Paradise, Pennsylvania. I think there's still time to sign up. So if you haven't done that, I'd encourage you to do it. We'd love to have you there. James Forsyth, who's at, I think it's McLean Presbyterian Church up in Virginia. He will be the featured preacher in the evenings. Walt Mueller will be there joining us. I know Mike Emlet from CCEF will be one of the speakers, as well as Paul Miller and Robert Rowe from See Jesus Ministries, which are up in that area. And I think it's I'm actually trying to look as I'm talking, so I'm multitasking here, which is never a good idea for me. But there's the schedule. I know there's a few others that I wanted to mention that are going to be teaching. Yeah, April Muri, I think, is also going to be teaching there, and she spoke in Nashville. So she will be a speaker, and I think there's some others that might be jumping on as well. But be sure to sign up if you haven't. You can go to rym.org, and then you can find the training link, and you'll see, YLT there, and then they've got registration right there on that page. So be sure to do that if you have not. As far as our worship resources go, Joe has produced a second album, which is going to release I think it's going to be in May, right before our summer conferences start. But last month he released a single, and I'm pretty sure a new single has released this month as well. So if you go to Spotify or anything like that, if you wherever you listen to music, there's some new singles that are out. We'd love for you to check those out. And as always, there's going to be chord charts that are available, and there's going to be a Bible study that accompanies this. But we're excited about that new album, and hope that that's something that'll serve church as well. We also have some new Bible studies, I guess one right now and another that's being worked on, but Church 101, which Linda Oliver, who is at First Pres Rome, Georgia, she wrote this, and it's another 12-week study just on basic ecclesiology and what is the church. And so we want to point you there. If you go to rym.org and you go to resources, you'll see the Bible studies tab, and you can download that free of charge, no strings attached. We also have Eschatology 101, which is just now, it's completed, but it's being edited and getting the graphics and all that together. So, we hope maybe in the next couple of months to have that available for you. Some excellent material that Dr. Ben Rogers put together for us. So we hope that these studies are going to serve the church well, and we hope to continue to put these out. Our goal, I've shared some of this in some context, that we hope to do 3 to 4 studies a year that are free to download, and we want to build this up over time. So be sure to check those out. But that's just a little bit about what's going on in the ministry. I do hope, as far as this podcast goes, to have a new episode next week. I'm trying to get some people's schedules together, and sometimes that can be a little bit of a challenge. But hopefully next week, if not very soon, we'll have some new content up. As I'm up at YLT, I'm hoping to sit down with Walt Mueller and maybe even some others up there, and can get some stuff to get out to you guys. But appreciate all those who tune in and listen, and we do hope, RYM hopes, that this is a podcast that does serve you, the local youth worker, or the parent who's listening to this. We want to continue to serve the local church, and hopefully just us sitting down with people doing ministry, talking about various aspects of the ministry, talking to counselors and other experts, is just a way to serve you guys and equip you guys to do the vital ministry that you're doing. So thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to talk to you guys sooner rather than later. Have a good one.
Oh, come and buy without money. Oh, come and feast without pay.